Hello, I'm Eric Evans, and I'm here commentating on my movie How Not to Be Evil. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy, I'm a little bit sick, but we will get on with it anyway. Um, so my movie is a comedy movie about realistically a man who is who attempts to be an assassin, but is bad at it, really bad at it. It's a obvious comedy, very slapsticky, as you will see in my movie. Um, when it comes to the movie, it's slapstick. There's not that many conventions that are challenged, or it's just slapstick. Just me crashing into walls, getting hurt, as you will see right here. That's the initial crash. That's when you know this movie will become a comedy movie, and not like a serious assassin movie. You can also kind of tell that it's going to be a little bit of a comedy. That was completely an accident. You can tell that it was going to be a comedy movie when you saw the actual weapon that I was using. Like, why would I be using a gigantic weapon instead of like a knife? The string got caught there. Other things I used for comedy in this was the music. Towards the end, or right now actually, what's playing right now is for any of you guys who've ever seen the movie Austin Powers, is the theme that plays for Dr. Evil, which pretty much immediately means kind of comedy. Um, so yeah, so that's pretty much all that has to do with. When it comes to the audience for this movie, it's probably be aimed towards a generally teenage, maybe a little bit younger audience. Probably around the age of like 12, 13. Because it's more slapstick. There's probably some adults who'd find it really funny, but it'd probably be more aimed at the younger audiences. Now, the biggest thing that I have to say, that my biggest problem that out of everything I did with this movie was the sound. Like, I felt like if I had a little bit, like if I could have made this movie more than 2 minutes long, I felt like I could have made the sound flow a little bit better. But the fact that it just kind of felt a little bit rushed, like with the sound, I know that much, and I apologize for that. But that's really, I felt like kind of like the only editing sound. Like, I felt like the editing was fine. I felt like at the end, maybe I could have, like, I felt like maybe I could have done a little bit better with the title and all that. But once again, I only had 2 minutes to do this, so now I used the iPhone camera because the initial camera that I used didn't have a memory card, so I couldn't use that for it. So but most of this editing and almost all sound was used off of the Mac. I bought most of this music. I bought most of the that's the only thing I bought, but I used iMovie to edit most of this. Shout out to Mac. I do have to say thank you to a Mr. Doctor. What was his name? Sorry about this. Dr. Morris Schlamowitz, for allowing me to use his office to film this. The hardest part about all of this filming was finding a place with an elevator. So that was probably the toughest part about all this. Now, some other techniques that I may have used throughout this, or that I did use throughout this, was mainly the use of sound. The dramatic music kind of just stopping once the initial kind of slapstick kicked in. When I initially just kind of got stuck in the elevator, and then after that, the elevator music kind of came out. That was to kind of lighten the mood up a little bit to show this is not a serious movie. Once again, to show this is not a serious movie. For any of you guys who are thinking this is a serious movie, it is not. Definitely not a serious movie. Now, there's also the part where the string got caught. My friend Javier, I had to give a shout out to him, was helping me film. He was also kind of like he was my cameraman, and he helped me with a lot of other stuff. For example, he was the one who held onto the string to make it look like I got caught on something, just to make it look like there was more of a struggle. Let's see what else was there. There was a little bit more I wanted to add, but Like there was a little bit more of a scene, other shot I wanted to add, but once again I didn't have enough time to add it and had to edit it down, which would have made just probably a little bit more funnier, where it would have showed me sucking my thumb. Because like if you saw around the probably I'd say like the 130 mark, there's a part where like it looks like I cut my thumb. We also shot that as I was walking away from the elevator, I was sucking my thumb and holding the weapon in the other hand to make it look like I was like just looked ridiculous. We had to edit it out because of lack of time. But yeah, that's about it. Like I really do feel like I got much better with compared to my last project I've done in this class. I felt like this is a huge improvement. So yeah, I felt like this was really good. I felt like this would probably be like a Netflix movie or a YouTube movie, just like nothing actually serious. Unless if like someone invested in it, which I doubt. But yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching my movie. Highly appreciate it, and goodbye.